I'm thinking about something right now. I'm thinking about power and how niggas, when I say niggas, I mean black men or black people, how black people perceive power. And I think about how white men perceive power. And I've been sitting back, kicking back, thinking about all this stuff lately, how my life's been going. Earlier, I was at this train station, St. Paul in Dallas, and I was thinking to rob a girl for 3 packs of cigarettes to just take them and run off. But you see, I was thinking small term. I was thinking temporary. I wasn't thinking for the future, thinking about, I guess, thinking about business. And that's a funny thing. Why does business come to mind when I think of stealing those 3 packs of cigarettes? By the way, she gave me a cigarette for free, out of the kindness of her heart. So I felt bad for that, but I mostly felt bad for another reason. Not because it's wrong to steal, but all these years I've been stealing, and I realized I haven't gotten any further. And I felt bad because of business. Let me explain. With business, I could buy a whole carton of cigarettes, which is 10 packs of cigarettes, if I had the money for it. Instead of thinking about who I can rob next, what business I can steal from next, I could easily have a very high amount income working online, drop shipping or whatever, closing, and getting commission checks. And with those commission checks, I could easily afford to buy hundreds of packs of cigarettes instead of trying to steal her 3 packs. Um, she had what 2 packs of Newports and 1 pack of Cools, and she was selling them for 75 cents per cigarette or $1 for two. But one thing that I kind of stopped to mention, kind of stopped to think of, is when I stopped myself from stealing those 3 packs of cigarettes. The reason I did it was because of business. Because I realized I'm burning a bridge, and once you burn a bridge, as you know, you can't come back to those bridges. So if I would have stole from her that time, yeah, I could enjoy 3 packs of cigarettes. But the next time I see her, exactly, it's like, you think she's gonna give me a cigarette for free? Nope. And yeah, because I see her all the time downtown, um, and um, downtown Dallas. I see her all the time, so it's like I'm gonna eventually cross that bridge again. I'm gonna eventually meet up with her again. In business, instead of making enemies, you make allies, you make friends, you make buddies. Because if you make a bunch of enemies, you go around screwing over people. What's going to happen is you're gonna you're gonna be exhausted. What I mean is you're gonna be out of all of your resources because you decided to cheat people and to steal. So all your materials, all your resources will be gone. And it's better to make friends than enemies. And it all comes back to business. With business, like I said, I could pay for, a whole carton of cigarettes, which is 10 packs. If you have ever bought a carton of cigarettes before, but I could buy 2, 3, 4 cartons of cigarettes. That's 10, 20, 30, 40 packs of cigarettes, and I don't have to steal or rip off anyone. So, and that's what I was. It all comes back to is my point is black folks. We think about stealing and killing. We think that's where power comes from, but power comes from business, and power also comes from government, from the militaries, from the police. And as far as all these violent niggas that want to rape women kill niggas and steal and take. We think as a black man that violence, theft, rape is where power comes from blunt force. And that's true in some cases, that's true. But also in the society that we live in, that's not very true. Power comes from business and government, comes from the police, comes from laws, money, and government. That's where real power comes from. And that's the difference between white man and black man. Get back to what the title of this video is. Black men look at power as blunt forces, like I said, crime, selling dope, raping women, um, pimping women, I guess you could say, but most black people ain't pimping women. But stealing and killing. We think that's where all the power comes from. But the police can deal with niggas. The police can deal with y'all. Like, you ever heard of Trayvon Martin, um, George Floyd? It's like, yeah, the problem with violence is power, though. All violent men can be destroyed, can be killed by another brute, or can be locked up by the police or killed by the police. Because cops have guns too. So the cops can handle, criminals. No matter how much power you got as a criminal, the cops can always handle you. They can either lock you up or kill you. But if you get your power through business, you don't have to worry about those things. I can easily get women with money, drugs, cigarettes, beer, instead of thinking small, local, small term. Because my friends, buddies I was hanging out with earlier, they were talking about a dope house. And yeah, that's great. You can make some money out of a dope house. He made you make a little bit of money here and there. Yeah, at the dope house, you can pay your bills, a car note and stuff. But I'm thinking bigger terms than that. I'm thinking, worldwide, and a worldwide company, not just nationwide or local in the city of Dallas or whatever. But worldwide. Making millions of dollars or billions of dollars. That's how a white man would think. White men think globally. They think business, prestige, owning a company, a corporation. My boss, John, has been talking to me about those things. I have friends in higher places. He's a general manager. And John's right. Business is where all the power is at. It's owning these companies. Um, yeah, the dope house nice, or working a regular job's nice, but that's not real money. That's hundreds of dollars here, $1,000 here. You might make big and make $2,000, every now and then on that day. But realistically, $2,000 isn't that much money. You're not gonna go that far making hundreds of thousands. When you're making $30,000 in a month, that's a lot of money. When you running a business, and yeah, like white power is better than black power. You know, black power is down here somewhere. White power is up there somewhere because the way in which you do it, like I said, businesses, corporations, and government, government. That's where the real power is. So that's all I have to say today. Remember the title of this video. Well, black man's perception of power and white man's perception of power. All right, take it easy.